Alright, you rotten sons of guns. Well, we're going to talk business today. We're going to talk shop. And I'm getting fed up with the online influencers. They're like, no one will fight me. Let me say that. No one will fight me. I have reached out to a lot of these, there's a lot of people like me, right, who were good at something, started a business, the business is successful, and then now they, for some reason, this is where they divert from being like me, now for some reason they want to get rich telling you how to get rich. And I am so sick and tired of those fucking assholes, right? Because I really feel like I'm doing my best. I really do. I feel like I'm doing my best to give you guys a real, tell y'all the truth of what I'm doing, okay? And not sugarcoating it, not bullshitting it, because I don't want any fucking money from you. I don't get it. How much money can you really make off this shit? How much, if I wanted to try to, squeeze you fuckers for all the money I could, what am I looking at? Best case scenario, 200 grand a year for, a 3-year run before people have had enough. I think that's best case scenario. Maybe kind of ramp up to, 60 grand a year the first year, peak out at 200 the year after that, get a year or two of that, and then kind of fizzle out to 40, 50 grand a year, and most people think I'm a fucking joke. That's best case scenario, right? There's not, if I'm trying to squeeze you fuckers for money. So I just don't see the draw on why people want to do that. But here's the biggest thing that I think you guys need to know. And when some people say, I posted some golf videos recently and people bitched about that, whatever, fuck you. I post what I want on my channel, and I fucking like to golf, and I'll tell you why. Because where I'm at is not attainable, guys. You can't necessarily get here, right? When I was 8 months ago, a year ago, when I was doing the millions, 2 million a year, yes, that's attainable. I can tell you how to get there. If you listen to me, you can get there. But where I'm at now, dirty garage included, don't think that, if you don't know me, don't think I got more money than you, okay? But you can't, if I started over right now, with everything I know, there's no guarantee I'm going to get back to here, where I'm at now, because it's not, I can't do it. You can't do it. We have to do it, right? We have to do it. I have to get all-stars over here. I've got all-stars. I got Dustin. I got Gina. I got Randall. I got Luis. I got fucking Axel. I got superstars. And I can't do it without them. And so, if I was to I know everything I know now, I'm restarting. Yes, I can go do 2 million a year. No problem. And I can eventually maybe get to where I'm at now if I can find a Dustin, if I can find a Gina. So it turns into, do you want to maximize what you can do and the money you can make? Because if you want to, you can go do 1 or 2 million a year as a service outfit and really maximize that and turn that into a lot of money, especially if you're in the field still. If you're doing 1 million with one other guy working for you, and you're paying that guy $150K a year, you're probably, doing servicey shit. You could make some bank, dude. You'd probably be making 400 grand a year. A few years of that's fucking really set up. You could fund a retirement, But, where I'm trying to go is I'm not trying to stop. I don't know where I want to go. I don't have any financial desires. There's no goals for me. I just don't want to stop. I just want to keep growing and keep going bigger, which I am. I say that, and actually at the moment the company has put, this is important to say this right now too. I have put a full stop on all growth at the company right now. A full stop, hard stop. We are not doing a lick more growing. There's been some issues in my head recently, and I guess I should say this shit. It's kind of changing the subject a little bit, but there's this hospital job that I bid. I'm gonna be so upfront with y'all and transparent, and it rattled me, dude. It rattled me. I tried some different things, some different systems for bidding. I didn't trust my normal shit way I do it, and because I'm really trying to move over to union. I want to go union. I'm the only one. My guys don't have any interest really in going union, except for maybe Luis, because he comes from the union. But outside of Luis, everybody else is kind of I don't know, dude, really, But I really want us to go union. But there's some negatives to the union in that, anytime you have to work at night or on the weekend, you're probably have to pay your guys overtime. Which, if you're bidding with overtime hours for a rough-in and a whole job where most of it's going to be nights and weekends, it puts you really uncompetitive, right? And so I did that for this hospital job where, like I say, typically I just have some guys where, hey, you guys are going to be working nights the next 2 weeks on this rough. And then maybe another crew would work nights for 2 weeks on the top out or something. And instead of doing that, I was like, fuck it, I'll just bill it for OT rates like I'm in the union. Which even then in the union, it would go to shift pay. I don't know what I was thinking. Shift pay is like 20% more. So, you know, I should have just bid it for 20% more labor. But I bid it for fucking OT. And the long and short of it is it wasn't that big of a job. And I tried it with this new system and I bid it at 196. There's two companies that are like my biggest competition in like that, like, you know, medical build out stuff. I doubt they watch this channel. Hopefully they don't. Fuck. But one of them I'm bigger than. The other one I'm not bigger than. And they both know who I am for damn sure. But they were, one of them was at 145 and the other one's at 141. And so the people that I bid it for call me and they're like, hey dude, what, you know, you're high. What's going on? And they're like, they actually gave me the respect of assuming, hey, these other guys are at 145 and 141. You're at 196. Did they miss something? They assumed that like I caught something those assholes did not catch. They gave me the respect of being like, he's smart. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. And I didn't. There's nothing. I was like, man, I don't know. And I told him, I was like, honestly, I tried some new shit out on this with the way I was bidding. Let me just kind of bid this like old school system. And I told him, I was like, I'm trying to get ways for me not to do the bidding anymore. I'm trying to get ways for other people to do the bidding besides me. And, you know, and they understood that. But I was like, let me bid it with my system, see what I got. And I'm at 134, you know. And so I wasn't, you know, I adjust my price down. And at 134, I'm on a 40% gross. I'm at a 40% gross. Because I know this building, this facility, we're going to be faster, we're going to be better. I know, I like these guys at 141. The company at 141 was the huge company, it's way bigger than me. The one that's at 145 was the one that's smaller than me. And like at 134, I know I'm on a 40% gross, I'll kill it. But it's just, it's fucked with my head because it's like you can't go too high, you definitely can't be too low. I'd rather not get it than be too low. I'd rather be too high than too low. That's for goddamn sure. But like I can't be like this other company's at 145 is known to be like the most expensive company around because they have all the compliance certs, all the fucking, they have some shit that I don't have even. And like they're super compliant, super, like if you need a contractor, subcontractor that can get you, check a lot of boxes that you need for fucking public work, they can do all of them. And so when I'm 50 grand more than them, that's not fucking sustainable. You know, that's not fucking sustainable. But more than that, so like that was me being rattled. And the reason I got rattled on my pricing is like I came into a bit of a cash flow situation again. Everything's fucking great. Everything got fixed like within a couple of days. I don't know. I get paranoid because I'm a pussy sometimes. And I just like, fuck, my cash is getting low. Which if I dip below like 150 grand, I'm like, oh no, fuck, I'm freaking out. And you know, I gotta have a little more risk tolerance than that. But the cash flow situation got figured out just fine. But it still made me kind of realize, I was like, look, my blind ambition and just like driving this ship forward no matter what and making it big is like I always talked about how it's like real spicy pepper. You know, it's like we're really good. We're high profit margin, but we're also efficient. So we have more room for fuck ups and other things like that other people don't. We got a lot of margin for error. But at this point, as I've grown bigger, I feel like it's like I've just been banging around the hull of the ship, like trying to do whatever it takes to keep us going forward, full steam ahead. And now I got a bunch of little leaks everywhere that like at this speed, it's not gonna be sustainable. It's gonna be too much drag on the hull and we're gonna fucking fall apart. You know what I mean? So I gotta kind of quit just doing whatever it takes to blindly move us forward. And now I'm like committed to, like, I wanna see these 40% gross, 28% net. 28% net is what I'm capable of at a 40% gross, boys. Because I'm lean and mean. Fucking brass man's lean and mean. So we're gonna do like a 28% net for the first quarter of 2026. Fuck, getting old, boys. 2026. We're gonna turn this motherfucker into like a direct profit machine. All leaks shall be sealed. And then we are going to resume forward momentum at max chooch, like with our, like being the ultimate streamlined profit machine. But no more large purchases shall be made. Like everything is going, we're buttoning down. I was all over the place with this fucking video. Sucks. It's my channel. I'm not a pro, guys.